can be reduced, so it can't be empirical. Okay? It cannot be empirical, so this must be a molecular formula. How about this one? H2O. Is that empirical or molecular? Well, it cannot be reduced, so it's got to be empirical. Do we find this formula in nature? Yeah, that's the formula of water. That's what we find in nature. So this is molecular. Oops, molecular. It's both, and that's okay. It can be both. Okay, so in this case, it's both. How about that one? Well, can't be reduced, so it's definitely empirical. Do we find CO2 in nature? Well, it's carbon dioxide. Absolutely, that's the formula. So this is another example of both. Well, how about this one, MgOH2? Well, this is definitely cannot be reduced, so it's empirical. It's also an ionic. It's also an ionic. All right, so it's definitely empirical. All right, but this is how we find it in nature. Okay, so this is another one that would be both. And again, I'm not sure that you would know that yet, but maybe. Okay. It's pretty easy to tell the difference, though. Okay, so if it can be reduced, it's definitely just molecular. If it can't be reduced, it's definitely empirical, but it could also be molecular. Right, and that's the difference. Now this kind of ends the unit. Now in the reading for chapter 2, at the end of chapter 2, they have stuff on organic. Okay, so we have organic stuff. We are not doing that right now. We'll do a whole unit later on. Okay, so you don't have to worry about any of the organic stuff at the end of the unit. So at the end of chapter 2, I want to write that down, is organic stuff. You do not need to know that. Okay? So this ends unit 1. Okay, and we'll have the test on Wednesday, which is 10:14 at 11:15 to 12:45. Okay. All right, that's all I have for today. Have a good one.